Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Eva and this is a recording of a guided meditation. And in this meditation, I want to target the energy of fear. So fear is one of the lowest vibrational energies we can have stored in our system, or energies that are influencing us. And there is basically no need to have those energies. Like, we don't need fear. It's an energy that we don't need, so we can actually live without it. So a common misunderstanding is that people think, okay, I need fear so that I don't die or that nothing bad is going to happen to me. But there is a difference. So we have, like, the body itself has a survival instinct. So if there would be something life-threatening coming towards us, the body, so that the intelligence of the body um, gives us just the information what we need to do in this specific moment. So run or don't run, stop, whatever the commando would be. So it's really, the body would know that anyways, and you get the information in the present moment and you just act. So there is no fear needed, for example. So there is no fear needed, oh, I hope I don't get hit by a car. And this is why I need to be fearful walking beside the road. No, if there is a car approaching you too close, you would just, the body steps aside, for example. Like, it would just do that, or you see that car coming, then you step aside. So there is no fear needed. Fear is actually doing the opposite, is distracting from these impulses, what the body would do when we have the impulse of running, but there's also a lot of fear. We might freeze, for example. So I'm just giving examples here for understanding reasons. So fear is basically an energy that's not needed. It's not going to help us to survive or anything really. And there are so many fears. So the core fear is always the fear of dying, and there are so many fears building on top. There is, like, I'm just going to name a few: fear of having an accident, fear of getting sick, fear of the future, fear of not being good enough, fear of not being loved or liked, fear of not being part of a group, and so forth. So there are a lot of different fears building up on top, and there are a lot more. Yeah. And basically, we don't need them all. They're just holding us back, they're holding us small. And this is why we want to heal and clear our system from the energy of fear. And this is possible. So we can actually have the system cleared and then there is no fear. This is a possibility. We just need to do the work, basically, and then it's going to happen. And like I said, fear is not needed. It's more, we are in a situation in the present moment, and then we get the impulse how to act on it, what to do, and then we just do that, get out of the life-threatening situation. Okay, I hope that makes all sense. If you have any further questions, please let me know in the comments. I'm always happy to answer them. And yeah, this specific meditation is designed to target the energy of fear. So we're going to clear a lot of fear out of your system. And just that you know, so I have small group healing sessions I offer once a week. And every now and then I offer sessions where I'm targeting very low vibrational energies. So fear, anxiety, anger, shame, resistance, and others. So if you feel you have a lot of them in your system, those small group healing sessions, they're very effective. So we do a lot of healing and clearing in those, like very intense. Yeah, so if you're interested, you find more information. I just put a link to the sessions below the video, and there are, yeah, every now and then I put one on the calendar. All right, so that's it, and I would say let's start. Enjoy. It's still enjoyable, clearing fear. Still gonna be enjoyable meditation. So don't worry about that, because the energies that are coming in and supporting, they're always very enjoyable. All right. Oh yeah. What you can do is just sit back, relax, meditate along, be a very open, receptive state. The more open, the more relaxed, the better, because it's easier for the energies to leave your system. And I guide you through the whole meditation. All right, let's start. I start with opening up the energy field. Bring in light. Then I expand the energy field. Expanding the energy field helps to hold more light in the system, and also more awareness comes with that as well. So I'm expanding. And the energy field can always be more expanded so that we can always hold more light in our system. Then I fill up the expanded space with light. Then I clear surface energies. Surface energies are just energies and emotions that are floating around on the top of your system and that are creating the noise. And by clearing them, right away more light is entering the system. So I can see that it's already a lot of light coming in because there is more space, and also the system in general can calm down, the body can relax more, you can just feel more comfortable in your body. Yeah, so just sink in to your seat and enjoy this beautiful light that's coming in for us right now. Then I also clear energies out of the mind, so thoughts and just other energies that are stuck on the mind level. So I clear them. That also the mind can calm down, that you might have less or no thoughts. And there's also now energy entering the mind level. And if there's a lot of energy present, it's also, let's say, harder to have thoughts rising. So then we have a more quiet mind, which is nice. There's this beautiful, beautiful, comforting light present. It's very, very comforting, very relaxing. It feels like sitting in a cocoon of light, feeling very comfortable and nurtured by this beautiful light. And it's just coming into our system, so it's flowing into the body and the energy bodies, flowing in the third eye chakra, the crown chakra, and more of this beautiful light is coming in, and it makes us feel so comfortable. So if it helps you to relax more, you can take a deep breath, and on the out breath, just sink in more into your seat and surrender to the energy. Then I open up the central energy channel. The central energy channel is located in the center of your energy field, and this is where life energy is flowing through the system. So life energy flows from the root to the crown chakra, falls back down left and right in all directions and flows up again and so on. So it's a constant flow of light and life energy. And we basically want as much life energy flowing as possible. So this is why we expand the central energy channel. And the more life energy is flowing, the more you experience living in the present moment. So everything is happening in the present moment. All experiences, they're happening right now. And there are maybe thoughts arising, there are emotions present. There is a whole lot of stuff present in the present moment, and we can experience that fully. And when the experience is over, all these energies can then leave the system. And this is also what we want. By healing and clearing the system, the more open and expanded, the easier those low vibrational energies can leave. And this is not only in meditation, what we're doing right now, but also in your everyday life. So when you experience, let's say, a low vibrational energy is being triggered up and it's present, having an open and expanded system will just help these low vibrational energies to move through a lot quicker, because there is no point sitting in them for a long time or for any time really. So they could leave the system in a few seconds. That's totally possible. And this is what we're working towards as well. Then I open the chakras: crown chakra, third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral chakra, and root chakra. Okay, and now I clear low vibrational energies out of the root chakra. So fear is an energy that's always located in the root chakra, so the core energies. So I'm just going to clear a whole lot of energies around fear. So fear of dying, 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 fear of dying. So clear the fear of dying, fear of the future, fear of the future, fear of the future, fear of the future, fear of the unknown, of the unknown. There's fear of the unknown, a lot of fear of the unknown, of what's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen, how it's gonna influence you or your life or your family's life or your friend's life, like certain consequences of actions or certain consequences of events that are happening. So there's just a lot of fear of the unknown, 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 fear of the future, fear of becoming sick or having an illness, having problems with the body. So I'm clearing those fears, or that something negative, like something violent is going to happen to the body in all sorts of different ways, like because of physical influences by somebody or because of an accident. So any sort of damage to the body coming from various different sources. So there's fear around that. Then fear of not having enough money, fear of not having enough goods, of not having shelter, of not having friends or family who are, there for you, who are looking after you when you need them. Fear of not having people who will love you. There's fear around this. Fear of not being part of a group, a social group, or a family member maybe. So there's fear around this. Fear of not being accepted for who you are, how you are, right now, like your personality, your interests, around that. So there is fear around not being accepted, fear around being an outsider, fear around being different. There's fear around, all sorts of all sorts of stuff that can influence our bodies. So in a way of like certain energies like Wi-Fi and EMF energies, or certain medications or certain I don't know the exact word. So our influences from the outside, like pesticides that are on foods, for example, or in general, things that are on our foods or in our foods that may cause harm to our bodies. So there is fear around this, actually, this kind of fears. Fear of religion, or not. So this could, this is all fears I'm clearing are fears from the present or the past. So it's just stuck in the system right now. So a religion you may were a part of, and there's just fear around this specific religion, or this cult. Clear these energies. Yeah, and just fear of the unknown is one of the main ones. Also, fear of the unknown, fear of the unknown, fear of the unknown. So clear this one. It's very fascinating because, okay, the human might not know certain things, but the human is just one part of our system. So we have also parts that are aware, but because of the veiling in this incarnation, we don't know certain things. But just know there are other parts of yourself that know, that have the openness. And this brings in the energy of trust. So trust in that there is something more than the human to you. So this trust is coming in. There is something more. So specifically, we're using this word, you're also God, you're also the creator. This is very important. You're also creating your reality. So when you live through the lens of fear, or from the energy of fear, this is also what you're gonna see and experience in this world. Because, when we live from a certain energy, it's like, it's like the lens. And so we see everything that makes us fearful. You can also use, when you look out into the world and stuff is fearful for you, whatever that might be, look, why is this fearful for you? Look, what's the energy behind there? So a lot of energies are just cleared before, like what can you point when you go back, okay, why am I fearful of this and that and that? What's like the origin? And then you can just let it go, because fear is not needed. And living in fear is something I definitely don't recommend, because fear is lowering your vibration. Fear is also not good for your health. So it's not good for the immune system. Very important to have a good immune system. And living in fear and also stress and other low vibration energies lower the capacity of the immune system. And also, how we experience life. If we experience life in a fearful ways, of course, it's not as enjoyable. And we basically want to move from fear to joy. We want to move from fear to joy. So this is also part of the transformational process. So all humans will go through a transformational process. It's the awakening process, but it's also going from fear to joy, and living a life from the energy of joy. Because life is going to manifest totally differently. Our whole system, body, mind system, and the energy fields, the vibration is going to be a lot higher. And also, if you live from joy, you give this energy basically, or this vibration, also into the collective consciousness, like you're part of the collective consciousness and you help to raise that. And this is very important. So we want to move away from fear. Sometimes you can decide, not to think about fear, not to have fearful thoughts, focus on the positive. This is, you have it in your hands in certain ways. But then it's also about the energies that are stored in the system. And this is you can't really do anything about them except for clearing them. When they're being triggered up, they're triggered up. You just experience them. Okay, and then I clear energies out of the heart chakra. So heart chakra is always identification with fear. So I am fearful of. Root chakra is just the energy in general. Okay, I clear heart chakra. So I clear everything around where you're fearful of on the heart chakra level. I'm not lovable, I'm not lovable, I'm not lovable, I'm not loved, I'm not loved, I'm not loved, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm small, I'm unimportant, I'm unimportant, I'm nobody, I'm nobody, I'm not special, I'm not special, I'm not special, I'm not special. Why me, why me, why me, why me? I'm not lovable, I'm not lovable. I'm not I'm separate. I'm separate from God. I'm separate from everything that exists. I'm separate. I'm separate. I'm small and I'm unimportant. I'm small. I'm only human. I'm separate. I'm separate. I'm separate. I'm separate. So, this is also a core fear, the separation from what you are. So, we call it God. Can also call it the absolute, the universe. The separation brings up a lot of fear because we're not used to separation. Only when we incarnate as humans, we experience this separation. Before, it wasn't there, and so this can, by the nature of that, bring up a lot of fear. I'm fearful because I'm separate. So I clear this fear because you're not. Nobody is. Just because you don't, and also just because you don't have a direct experience of being one with everything, being one with God, it doesn't mean that you're not. It just means that the experience is not there yet. The realization is not there yet, but you are. So I cleared energy. I'm separate. I'm separate. I'm separate. There is a lot of fear around this. And I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. 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 Clear those energies. So maybe you can feel that the system is very freed up. You are in a higher vibration. You feel like you're more expanded. There is more trust in the system. There's like you feel more uplifted. You feel stronger, more self-conscious. And there is more love present right away. The heart is more expanded. So this is all happening when there's less fear in the system. And the thing is, there are layers, you can always come back and do this meditation again. But it just gets less and less over time. And don't believe fearful thoughts. I mean, don't believe thoughts at all, but specifically fearful and low vibrational ones. They're not true. And all we have is the present moment, and the rest is not manifested yet. So, no, if there is fear of the future, you have the present moment and you are manifesting your future, creating and then manifesting. So, it doesn't really matter what's happening to other people and how they experience their lives. It's like you can create your reality, you can't create other people's realities. So, when you do, just know you can create yours. And when you're connected to high vibrational energies, this is what you're going to experience. And there is a lot of light coming in, a lot of trust, a lot of, trust into this whole process of life, trust into life itself, trust that you're going to do let's say you're going to do great. You can do it. You can do great in this lifetime. If you feel you haven't so far, then you can totally change that. If you feel like you have already, then amazing. Keep on going. And there is like more of this recognition. So the energy that's present right now, it helps us more with this recognition of I'm creating my reality and I have it in my hands. And I can do something if I feel like, okay, I'm still not able to do that on a conscious level, but I can still work on so that it will become conscious one day. Yeah, and there's a lot of, the system feels now uplifted, very expanded, very strong, just because of, these few fears were cleared. And now I'm going to bring in the energy of joy. The joy for being, for existing, being alive as a human right now, having the possibility to explore this reality through the human vessel, and being able to experience joy to that extent. With the information, this could be a goal for your life if you want to experience your life with as much joy present as possible in all areas. Let's sit with this for another minute before I end this meditation. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, just, tune into your system and see how you felt before you started the meditation. We cleared so much fear, and now how you feel, how you feel right now. And the massive change in experience just when we clear a few of those low vibration energies. So amazing job. Please let me know how this meditation was for you. I always love reading your experiences. If you have any questions, please let me know as well. And it would be amazing if you could give this video a like if you enjoyed it. So thank you very much and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.